How goes it, everyone? I am the world famous Fat Kid. Uh, so I made picks for week one, but I never put up a video. So you're just gonna have to believe me. But I'm not gonna lie, I went terribly, honestly. So I did get the Lions beating the Chiefs right. I also selected Atlanta over Carolina, the Ravens over the Texans, Jacksonville over Indy, the Saints over the Titans, Niners over the Steelers, Philly over New England, and I got, because of that wacky finish, the Jets over the Bills. What I did not get correct, which surprised me the most in this one, was the Bengals and the Browns. That was ugly, but I also thought Minnesota would beat the Bucks, and well, I was mistaken. I gave Arizona way more credit against Washington than they deserved, and I thought Green Bay was going to be worse than I thought they were going to be worse than that. But they played really well. Well, I am a Raiders fan, as you can see. Uh, And I actually went against them. I picked Denver thinking that they would be a lot better than what they were. And I mean, it was an ugly game, but I picked Denver over the Raiders, and well, that's one that I'm okay with. Let's see here. I picked the Chargers against the Dolphins, and that was a high scoring, crazy game, which I don't think I don't think we're going to see another 400 yard out of Tua and another 200 plus out of Hill, but it's the NFL. You never know. Uh, I thought Seattle would be better and the Rams would stay meh, but yeah, I picked that one wrong. I picked Seattle. And then the most embarrassing game of the weekend was Cowboys and the Giants. I picked the Giants thinking they'd be a lot better than they were. It's only week one. I'm sure they had just some jitters to get out or something, but I think the Giants are going to end up playing better. So that so those were my picks. It was a big old fat 8-8. Ugh, ugh. Okay, but now that that's over, I'm true to my word. I made my picks preseason, and I stuck with them, and well, they didn't go so hot. So now I'm gonna make my week two picks here, and we'll go from there. So tonight, Thursday night football, we got Vikings and the Eagles. So I don't know what's going on with Minnesota. I'm pretty sure they're gonna end up. They gotta be better than what they showed. Like Justin Jefferson needs to keep getting the ball. Like they had a great game plan first half, and then I don't know what happened. They maybe forgot Jefferson was on the team. I don't know, but uh, Philly struggled with New England, but I'm gonna say that that's a little preseason rust. That's my assumption. So I'm actually taking Philly against the Vikings. Next one we got Chargers versus the Titans. I mean, Chargers should win this game hands down. They honestly should. It, ah, if they lose, something's wrong. Even if Austin Eckler ends up not playing, I mean, Kelly's not a bad backup, but I mean, You've still got two great receivers. The offense should not have an issue. Then we got Green Bay and Atlanta. Uh, I don't know. I think Green Bay wins this one. Atlanta's, we don't know what they are yet, really. Uh, but Green Bay looked really good. That could have just been Chicago's bad defense. Who's to say? Next, we got Baltimore versus Cincinnati, which I think the Ravens are cursed. Either that or Dobbins is cursed. But with how many injuries they had week one, I think the Ravens are cursed. Lamar looked lackluster. Granted, he didn't have to do a whole lot because the defense just kept the Texans down. And well, honestly speaking of not doing a lot, the Bengals offense was. I mean, did they even show up? Like they put up 3 points. Ooh. I don't know. I honestly think that's Burrow not playing the entire preseason. Burrow coming in sloppy and sluggish. But I think Cincinnati bounces back. I think Cincinnati's going to beat the Ravens, and I may have to eat my words on this one, but it's a tough call. So then we go to one of the easier calls, in my opinion. The Raiders against the Bills in Buffalo. Buffalo just had a, I don't want to say terrible game, but Josh Allen, 4 turnovers, losing by that miraculous return for a touchdown. Okay, miraculous might be a bit of a stretch, but I I I don't think the Raiders are gonna beat the Bills. The offense, it was a one trick pony, honestly, with Jacoby Myers, who may be out. Don't know. Hopefully he's all right. But I don't know. Josh Jacobs needs a little bit of time to warm up. I mean, he signed with the team maybe a week or less before the season started. So I don't think the Raiders are winning this one. We're giving that to the Bills. Next up, another tough call in my opinion: the Chiefs and the Jags. Now, it's only a tough call because the Jags looked all right last week, but that was against Indianapolis. And the Jags put up a pretty good fight in the playoffs last year. But the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Yeah, they lost to the Lions last week, but the Lions, they're going to be better than what a lot of people expect. Or they're going to be right where people expect them because a lot of people are thinking they're going to be a playoff team. So this one's a little hard, especially since it's in Jacksonville, but I'm going with the Chiefs. I don't like it. So we go Seattle at Detroit. So Seahawks versus the Lions. Yeah, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. I think the Lions win this at least by double digit. Like I don't see Seattle putting up a big fight. They'll score some points, but I think the Lions win hands down. Uh, Colts versus Texans. Colts had some bright spots. Anthony Richardson played very well. Texans, I can't say much. They played Baltimore, who's normally got a pretty good defense. I'm going Indianapolis. I'm going the Colts. That's about it. Now we got the Bears and the Bucks. Yeah, that defense looked really good. and I don't know if that's Cincinnati being bad or if that was the Browns being good, but no, no, dummy. Tampa Bay smothered the Vikings. That's what happened. Tampa Bay smothered the Vikings. Ugh. And Chicago got beat by a Packers team that I didn't expect to do a whole lot. So I'm going Tampa Bay. Let's all forget I had that little mishap. Thanks. Then we got the Giants and the Cardinals. The Giants have to be upset. They have to come out and have a show me game. I mean, right? You think so? Saquon, Jones, they gotta prove that that was a fluke, right? I don't know. I'm picking the Giants over the Cardinals. The Cardinals kind of put up a fight last week and then kind of didn't, and then just uh, whatever. I'm taking the Giants. So then we go 49ers versus Rams. I'm going 49ers. They dominated in all phases last week. And the Rams, I mean, the Rams played really well. I just don't see it. I I don't see it. I think 49ers are going to win this one. So then we got the Jets and the Cowboys. I don't know if I have to say a whole lot after the Rodgers injury. Going Cowboys. I don't like that, but I'm going Cowboys. So we got the Commanders and the Broncos. Something just tells me Denver's going to win. They they can't be this bad again, right? The Broncos offense can't be that bad again for the entire season, right? I think this week Denver opens it up and ends up beating the Commanders. Miami versus New England. So we got Dolphins, Patriots. Patriots played pretty well against the Eagles. Had a chance, ended up not being able to do it. But the Dolphins put up a lot of points, came from behind. That offense is through week one, it's pretty potent. But when we saw a healthy Tua, they put up points. I'm giving it to the Dolphins here. We got next Saints Panthers. You know, I thought Derek Carr going to the Saints was going to be a really good thing for him, and it still might. But he played mediocre week one. That defense was really good, though. I mean, or Tannehill sucks, but one of those two. You decide. Uh, Carolina, I didn't really see a whole lot, but from everything I have seen, they didn't do much. I'm going Saints. So, last game of the Monday night doubleheader would be Cleveland versus Pittsburgh. Yeah, Pitt didn't show us anything last week. Not much, anyway. Nothing good. Cleveland, surprising. Browns came out and put a beating on the Bengals. Uh, Real good run game. So if they can get a lead, I think they can hold it. But Deshaun Watson's still a question mark because he didn't play very well at all. Some extremely errant passes. But I'm going to go Cleveland. Cleveland over Pittsburgh on that one. So there you go. There's my picks. I will have a follow up next Wednesday on how I did, and Thursday before the game, my week 3 picks will come out. So thank you for taking the time to watch this. Hope to catch you in the next one. See ya.